This is where we keep our medical records. Our cashier and everything is in this area. We have our something unique. We have our gifts that we give to new patients.
Oh, then I'll put this one right here.
So, the video you watched and many more reactions I bring to your doorsteps. Welcome to today's episode. As usual, the best episode of the day. Let's dive straight into today's episode and then we will come back to react more.
Of a powerful black head of state, black president, the president of Ghana, who basically said in the most tactical political way he possibly can is, F you and your US aid. We Africans gonna do what the hell we wanna do. If you do something to us, we're gonna do something to you because we don't need you. And when it comes to LGBT this, he also said, stay the f out of African culture's business. We don't give a fuck about you, International Monetary Fund, World Bank. Do what you want to do, and we're going to do what we got to do. That's what he said in a political way, a tactical political way. And it's about goddamn time. I'm just so happy to see these African heads of state, these African presidents, saying f you to the white power structure. They don't care. Listen, this is a new day. Listen, these African countries know what they got. They know what they're worth. We got presidents that's empowered now. We have intelligent presidents. All we have to do is get them in power, right? Let them take the necessary steps to stabilize their countries, to gather their resources and learn how to maximize it so they can get everything out of the value chain they can. And it's off to the races. Listen, Africa is the future, period. Especially West Africa. West Africa is going to be the financial center of the world. Everybody who wants to do business is going to be coming to West Africa. Because first of all, we got all the people, we got all the resources, we got know-how. Africans been all over the world gathering all kinds of information and gathering all kinds of education. And guess what? You keep kicking Africans out, you kicking them right back home. You doing what it is that Africans should be doing in the first place. Worried about themselves and not being pacified by USAID. You see, soft power is the best power. Soft power is how you convince the rest of the world to capitulate to your demands. Hard power is just going to war. Hard power is the least used power on the planet, all right? It's all about soft power because it's actually stronger, because it's using a carrot instead of a stick. You see, Donald Trump, his dumbass, and his neo-Nazis are so stupid, they're so unintelligent, they're so politically unaware, they're so socially unaware that they think by retracting from the world that the world's gonna suffer. The only people that's gonna suffer are the American citizens, because the world don't need America. America's only 5% of the world population. What makes Americans, especially the uppity 1% part of Americans, the racist part of Americans, think that their little punk-ass freaking population, their little punk-ass economics is going to stop the whole world? What makes you think the whole world needs, if anything, America, the white part of America, and the West need Africa? Y'all need Africa more than Africa need y'all. Trust and believe. Because what you're doing is, by stopping all that U.S. aid, you're forcing African countries to either find other allies, other avenues to supply themselves, and to do things themselves. Force them to do what they already can do. And that's exactly what Donald Trump and his neo-Nazi party is doing. And I'm happy about it. Keep it coming. Thinking you hurting somebody else, but you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. White supremacy is destroying itself just by being as active and brash as they want to. Go right. Keep on doing what you're doing. I'm clapping for you. I'm clapping for you. Anyway, that's all I got to say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So, we all heard what this man said. He is an African American, and then he is so happy about the statement President John Mahama made to, the United States of America. And as I always say, the Americans say Africa is the future. Africa is the continent that's going to do what? Save the world. Because a river that forgets its bank will soon dry out, and Africa is the river bank of the world. whether you like it or not, Africa is going to save the world. If not today, not tomorrow, we are still being optimistic that Africa is the future. Now let's head on to what the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Mahama, said that sparked a whole lot of reaction in the United States, also in Ghana.
John Mahama became Ghana's 14th president earlier this year after running on a platform aimed at cracking down on corruption and spurring economic growth. With his term still in its infancy, Mahama must now make navigating a shifting global order one of his main priorities.
Well, I think that the world order that came in place after the Second World War has been beneficial to all parties. America has benefited, America has prospered from that world order. And I do think that no country can exist in isolation. Nobody can draw his bridges up and dig a moat around his country. We're interconnected in many ways. America has the right to recalibrate and freeze its international assistance to other countries, but there's always a blowback. One, America loses soft power because USAID is a well-known brand of America and it intervenes in very critical areas. And so if America decides that it doesn't want to intervene in those areas, it is possible that other countries might decide to fill that gap, or we might fill it ourselves like we're trying to do now, adjusting our budgets to fill the gap that America leaves. But it loses the influence that it has exerted over the years. Apart from that, it's not only in those areas. USAID is the biggest supplier of food aid in many places, and they buy this food aid from American farmers. And so if USAID is no longer buying that food to deliver as food aid, then it means that American farmers lose a huge demand that, assisted them in their business. And so there's always a blowback. There are a lot of connectivities, and we'll see how it plays out. The Trump playbook is still playing out. We're all watching what is happening. But as I've always said, disruptions lead to new world orders. And so this is a disruption that is happening. I'm sure that maybe a new world order will be born out of it.
Finally, Mr. President, I do want to ask about the anti-LGBTQ legislation that we did see expire in Ghana earlier this year. A number of parliamentarians support reviving it. If it came to your desk, would you sign it?
The old bill expired because it was not assented to by the president. There was a legal challenge. Eventually, the legal challenge was dismissed, so it means that the president could assent to it, but it's expired. So the question is hypothetical. It means that it has to go into Parliament again. And I think that what we need is more stakeholder consultation to look at whatever new bill will come and make sure that we carry everybody on board. Proper family values are something we all are interested in, and we believe that is not only in the bills that we send to Parliament to regulate them, but also in teaching our children those family values even as they grow. And so looking at the curriculum in schools and inculcating those values in them, I think is the more important pressing issue that we must look at.
Would you be concerned, though, if we saw a number of institutions potentially pulling back funding to Ghana if you were to sign it? Do you factor that into your thinking around the bill?
Well, I believe that multilateral institutions should avoid getting into cultural matters. This is a diverse world. We have different cultures. And so I don't think multilateral institutions should include, cultural imposition as part of their mandate. I don't agree with that. If they decide to pull it, well, it's their prerogative. But I don't believe that multilateral institutions like the World Bank and IMF should include in their mandates how people behave culturally.
So this was the statement the President of the Republic of Ghana stated when he was being interviewed. And so let's move on. In my previous video, I stated that many African Americans are invading Ghana. So I stated that over 200. 200, that's 200 plus African Americans has arrived at the Kotoka International Airport, and it was so emotional. ARFO. But F and so as they came, you see how they are hugging each other, how they are happy to be in the motherland of China. And this is here Nkrofo Pabo my name that as Omujani. If you do so-called advanced countries, eba yen man into yen pay to find no, so that I say. And it is here no yen exchange and is it barter trade or this one is human trade? Like this one is human trade. Like I don't understand. It's like baby omu free bano yen so ye pay free hanoma coupon. Hey, as seven great human needs are unlimited, and human beings can never be satisfied with what they have unless they lose it before they see the value, because foreigners are seeing what Africa, especially my country, can offer, and they are coming, they are running in their numbers, and we too, we are escaping in our numbers, Charlie. So be free of my name, not so quiet, but your key, ya mo fan to farming to my museum. Yeah, I bet ding about the better have a funny view. And so my name is Kwame Cheddar, and thank you for watching me on this channel. If today is your first time, please subscribe. Subscribe. Why? And share video. And also click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload the video, you will get notified. Thank you for staying with me. I'm